and you'll see who it is, and you won't believe who is behind the Believe show. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is Kathy. Thank you so much. Give her Kathy a nice round of applause. Wow. Now I just want to say something. Kathy gave me the scarecrow. Debbie, I'm sorry. Who's Kathy? You're Kathy. I'm sorry. Debbie, you gave me the scarecrow. And you also gave me something that's even more important to me than the Wizard of Oz. You made this. Debbie made me a paperweight of my father and my mother. The only thing I can say to you is this. If you have differences with your mom or your dad, put it aside. When you get done tonight or tomorrow morning, I want you to call them up and tell them that you love them. Because you know what? That's what life's about. And I thank you from my heart, and I will keep this on my desk, and I will see this every day. And I will not only think of my mom and my dad, but I'll think of you for making it for me. Thank you so much, and God bless you. All right, who else has a question? Way back there, hold on. What's your name, hon? Stephanie, what's your question? Of course I can do it, but I want a real question. Does anybody have a real question? What's your question? Hand this microphone back there.
Oasis. How was that really for you to be in there that long?
What's your name, sir? What's your name? Russell. All right, Russell asked the question. I can't move it. These leather pants are too tight. But Russell asked the question. He said, how was it to be in Oasis? How many people saw the Oasis episode from season 2? And I could just say to you, to be in a deprivation chamber was not an easy task at all. To be underwater for 24 hours is very rough. But really, and I sincerely mean this, what I try to do in any situation that's uncomfortable or painful is I try to become one with it. Well, what does that mean, Criss Angel? What does it mean to become one with an uncomfortable or a painful situation? It means to analyze what pain is. Pain is just like pleasure. It's an emotion, it's a feeling, it's a sensation. And what I try to do is to focus in on that and understand why it hurts, and to become numb to it. And in Oasis, it was very challenging because I had a tremendous amount of pressure for being underwater, even though I was in a compression chamber, and isolation, and trying to figure out how to escape, completely surrounded by water. It was incredibly difficult, but as I moved into my 1000th demonstration, into almost my 100th episode of Mind Freak, thanks to you, I hopefully get better at dealing with circumstances like that. When I started out, I lost my father in 1998 at 4:35 on February 14th. I realized that I was going to confront all of my fears so I would have no fears on this earth. And when I first confronted my fears with needles by hanging by 4 fish hooks by a helicopter more than 1,000 feet in my body suspension, I realized that, you know what, if you don't fear death, there's nothing to fear in this earth. And at the end of the day, it's not easy, but my goal as an artist is to do things that you folks will see and say, you know what, if Criss can do that, I can do this. And that's my goal, and that's why I do it. Any other questions? Well, it's kind of hard for me to come to Australia because I signed a deal for 4,600 performances right here in Las Vegas at the Luxor beginning October 10th, preview starting September. But Australia, I have my best friend, one of my best friends, Steve Bland, is from Australia. And I know my show plays there, and I want to thank you and everybody that's from Australia that watches the show. Thank you very much. You have a question, huh? You have a question?